What's up, everyone? So, today is Tuesday, April 22nd, which means I am 9 months on testosterone. As always, it's pretty exciting. Time does seem to just go by a little bit faster now, so that's pretty nice. I'm not I'm not super anxious before my shots anymore, like wanting to have my shot like now. Definitely like for the first few months it was kind of like I wanted things to go faster and the changes to come faster, so I wanted the weeks to go by faster, but life is just normal now and time goes by pretty fast. I really haven't noticed very many physical changes since I last talked to you guys for 8 months. The hair on my thighs has definitely started to come in a lot more, but that's probably about it. I don't know if my voice has really changed. My voice just seems to kind of continuously change, whether it necessarily get lower or like the shape of it. Does that kind of make sense? Change. So before, there would be like certain times when I would say certain things out of excitement or something like that, and my voice would get a lot higher, and it would sound like really feminine. And then it got to a point where it wouldn't be able to reach those points, so it would crack, and I would suddenly there'd be like this little high pitched crack or something that would come out, especially if I laughed. And that now at this point has kind of gotten away. My voice seems to be kind of just evening out a little bit more and mellowing out. I don't know if any of these descriptive words make sense to you guys, but they make sense to me in my head. My voice isn't doing as many crazy things as it was before. I definitely can't get as high as I used to be able to and stuff when I would sing and things, so um, the high ranges have pretty much just kind of gone away. And I think that's kind of about it, at least as far as I've noticed. I haven't really noticed anything else. Um, I mean, I keep checking on things. Oh, I'm starting to get a little bit more hair. Excuse me, I had to burp that. I'm starting to get a little bit more hair where, like, my happy trail would be. It's starting to kind of, like, darken up and feel. I don't know what is going on, indigestion or something. My heartburn has definitely come back with a vengeance. Um, since starting testosterone, I'm assuming it might be puberty related. I'm on medication again for it, but man, it's terrible. I also assume that the binding is probably a little bit of something that kind of pushes um, that from occurring. Starts that from can't speak today. Sorry, guys. It just makes it worse, and it's getting worse. I would say that that's about it. I did start a new job, and I'm 100% stealth at this job. When I say 100%, I mean that anyone who didn't already know doesn't know. So I wouldn't have gotten the job if it wasn't for a friend of mine who has known me for a few years. He's been working there for a few years. It's just a pizza place here in Denver. I'm a delivery driver and sometimes cooking for them, and it's a lot of fun. And I work with a lot of really cool dudes, so I definitely picked up that opportunity. I know I had talked about wanting to find a job in a kitchen cooking primarily, but this is a lot more fun, and it's not super stressful. My shifts are only like 5 to 6 hours long, and it's just the right amount of hours that I need, so it's kind of perfect for me. I have enough time to be able to work on my stuff with the art collective and things like that. And I also decided, since I will have extra time, I can kind of get back into doing personal chef work again, and then just in my spare time or when I'm just not working at Benny's, then I can do personal chef work. So I'm gonna start picking that up again. But as far as working at this place, so that one person knows, and then another friend of mine that works there, who I know through the other guy, has known, and he knows as well. But both guys are really, really respectful and haven't said anything. I don't really know if anybody else knows. It's entirely possible. I had met a couple of the guys out before, like with one of the dudes that I do know. So I don't know if it's ever come up in conversation or if they've ever said anything. But even if they do, they haven't said anything to me. They are super respectful. They make the same exact jokes to me as they do to anybody else. So either they don't know or they're just that fucking awesome. The only other person that I would think that might know is this one girl. She's the only girl that works there. She's really nice and she's really, really sweet. And I don't think that she knew up until the point where she's actually friends with a girl that works in the office with me at the moving company. So that girl happened to be in the alley, and I was pulling back up, and she started yelling at me, and I was talking to her, and when the girl who I work with now came up, she was using male pronouns and stuff like that, and the other girl slipped up a couple times and said she, and I don't know if the other girl had noticed or not, but they also left together, so they might have talked about it, I don't know, so she might know, but again, I saw her today since then for the first time. Hasn't said anything, they all just say Diego, and they all use the proper pronouns, so again, for the most part, I am stealth, as far as I mostly know. But even if I'm not entirely stealth or not as stealth as I think I am, everyone's super cool and super respectful and hasn't done anything to offend me in any way whatsoever. So that's pretty awesome. I do know that most of them have no idea, and I base that off of certain jokes and things that get said. One of the guys was reaching underneath me to the cooler, and he went to open up the door, and he yelled, "Watch your nuts." And I just kind of laughed. And they all do definitely think that I'm extremely young. The one who told me to watch my nuts is only 22, and he was like, "Man, I thought you were gonna be younger than me." And I was like, "I know I'm 26. Sorry, I just look really young." I'm not planning on ever being like stealth, so I am openly trans, like I've told you guys before. I'm open on all my things. I'm sure, like slowly, the longer that I'm there, it's going to eventually kind of come out. I know a few of the guys, like, they have Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, so I mean, eventually, if we start hanging out and kicking it a lot, and, they add me on those types of things, they're definitely going to see that. I don't think any of them would have any issues with that. They're all really respectful. A lot of them have, like, gay and lesbian friends, so they're really respectful in that sense. I mean, there's definitely jokes that get tossed around like fag and stuff like that, but really not as much as I would have expected working with mostly dudes and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say rude dudes, but more crude type of dudes. Um, so they're all really cool. I don't foresee there being any issues. If anything, I think the ones that I know for sure have no idea are gonna be like, "Holy shit, I had no idea that you were trans." But I assume they'll probably think it's pretty awesome, just based off their character and stuff. So I'm not really concerned about it. I know that my two friends that I've known from before there aren't gonna out me at all, at least not at the shop. And there's only like one person I would think that might have been outed to. So from like the 15 of us that like work there, maybe I know two for sure know, possibly four know, but I don't know. It's awesome. I'm just happy to be working again and doing that. So yeah, I basically just rambled about nothing for the last 3 minutes. I guess it's not about nothing, about my job, but I probably repeated myself like 5 times. Anyway, yeah, I am going to be doing a video about my anxiety. Someone asked me about that, and it's pretty important, so I definitely want to make sure that I do that like ASAP. So I'm gonna have that done and posted by Friday, and I am going to make a promise on that is going to happen. And I figure while I'm at it, I might as well do those questions that I keep telling you about that I was going to do as well. So look for those two videos this week. I'm going to do them this week by Friday. I'm saying that and I mean it. So yeah, it's been 9 months on T. It's been awesome. I will see you guys later.